While all systems are offline, anything is bound to happen. What's going on, everyone? My name is Travis Heeter, and this is the first entry of All Systems Offline. The segment All Systems Offline is basically the continuation of filming after the main segment of Codename Project Space is over for the season. Even though Codename Project Space is over for the season, I'm still going to be filming in order to keep content and the series going. So, yeah. I went to a concert on the day of the season 1 finale of Codename Project Space, as well as being featured on a talk show with the one and only Sonny Von Cleveland of Grim Trigger. As of right now, they have a following of over 4,000 people on Facebook, and I thought it was rather interesting because during the interview, I actually got to talk about my web series as a whole, as well as talk about my music and briefly talk about my book series, which the third iteration of the book series is slated to come out sometime in June of 2019. For those that don't know about my book series, it is called The Number Conspiracy. Now, there are currently 2 books that are currently out right now. The first one came out on November 22nd of 2013. The first one's called The Number Conspiracy, obviously, but the second one is called The Alphabet Archives. Now, I don't remember the date on top of hand, but it came out in the month of August of 2017. The third one is going to be called Symbolism, and that one's going to be coming out sometime in June of 2019. So yeah, it was a rather interesting weekend. While posting for the season 1 finale, I'm definitely going to keep filming in order to keep the content and the series namesake going. That way I can keep myself busy for preparing for season 2 of Project Space and the other segments involved within the namesake. Speaking of, beta access is still going to be going for season 1 because there are 5 more entries left to do for the music of beta access for season 1. Now that I have more time to focus on the music part for right now for a good while, I can get more stuff done on that department. So yeah, very excited about it. Just gonna stay busy for a while until season 2 is ready to go. But yeah, here is the performance of the bands that are going to be featured, the bands and musical acts that are going to be featured for this entry. And also, All Systems Offline is not going to have a dedicated schedule, whereas it's not going to be followed weekly, monthly, or anything in that matter. It's going to be uploaded at any time. Any entry can be uploaded at any time. It's basically like bending the rules of like the schedule cycle. So yeah, enjoy the show, guys. Also, I'm going to be featuring the interview with Sonny Von Cleveland. If you are watching this, Sonny, I just want to let you know, thank you for having me on the show. I definitely loved it. So yeah, all right, guys, let's enjoy the show. This is Travis Heeter signing off.
Look, I'm battling with an alcohol demon every day. The refuse in the bottom of a bottle. I'm taking on this muscle when my mind goes full throttle. I'm in the bottom of the looking so that I'm confused. Cause I don't know what the fuck is like I'm trying to do. Cause I'm up to the first I thought I'm coming back like it's a second. You try to take me to go with your people that are all around. Man, there's too many people running along. Too many people holding down. I need that positive in my life. They give me nothing. Let me see you people out there fucking hands up so high. I don't give a fuck about it till the day I represent you. The positive dude. The positive dude. And everything that I do. Because it's music. It's my heart flowing. Music keeps my brain growing. Music keeps me from going and singing, pulling something on the music keeps my heart flowing. Music keeps my brain growing. Music keeps me from going and singing, pulling something on. Pulling something on. Pulling something on. I'm pulling something on, man. I'm pulling it on. Set it straight up, wait up, hold up, what you trying to prove? You got so much negativity and thinking in you. Why don't you take a thing back and look outside of you? You got so many people that would rob for you. So you think the pieces trying to put them back together. You knew they never fit right. Try forever. So many things they turned this house back into a home. Yeah, my brain was full of darkness and my heart was a free bomb.
Yo, what up, Facebook?
What is going on,
It's
Facebook?
your boy, Sonny Von Cleveland. Welcome to Rock One-on-One with Sonny Von Cleveland every Sunday night at 8 p.m. tonight in the studios, being brought to you by Cloud9 Accessories for all your tobacco smoking needs. Cloud9accessories.com. They're going to treat you right. They're going to take care of you. They're going to give you all kinds of good shit. Travis fucking Heeter.
What's going on,
From
everyone?
Akron, Ohio, right?
Vienna,
Vienna, which is, I'm assuming, is close to Akron, Ohio.
Actually, Vienna, Ohio is like close to the Youngstown Warren Regional Airport, so like between 20 to 30 minutes from the city of Youngstown.
Boom. We have Travis Heeter in the house tonight. If you do not know Travis Heeter, you're about to. And the guy is doing some really awesome shit, not only musically, but for the music scene as well.
Oh, yes.
He does documentaries.
Huge supporter.
He does videos, photography too sometimes, yeah? Photography?
As of right now, I haven't done any photography. It's mainly videography and music, and I actually do a little bit of writing as well. So
we will get into all of that. I just thought for some reason that you did photography.
Yeah.
And
I did go to school for something like that though.
I am, as usual, trying to get the damn show up on my phone so that I can stay up on comments in real time. Yeah, fuck it. Either way. So as always, let's say what's up some of the people that are here. Jeremiah Dizzle Day. That's a hell of a name. Welcome to the show. Jessica Lynn, how you doing, baby girl? Aunt Nay Cyrus, she's always here. You are freaking awesome. Andrew Ledger is in the building.
What's up,
how you
Andrew?
doing, buddy? Zay Thomas said, y'all killed it last night, homie. Thank you, sir. I'm so glad you came.
They really did.
It was an excellent show. Again, aside from the technical difficulties, it was a fucking excellent show. Great time rocking with Mafia. Let's see who else we got. Okay, make sure y'all do me a favor and smash that share button real quick. Just hit the fuck out of it. Share it. Invite some of your friends so that everybody knows that we're on right now. We want to get that going. If any of you would do me that favor and hit that fucking share button. Rachel Martino, she's always on too. She watches. I love you. Thank you for the support. You are awesome. I'm still trying to get it up on my slow moving ass phone. I don't know what the problem is, but I can only assume that we're just sucking up all the bandwidth in this house. So whatever, it's gonna go to my page anyway. So Travis Heeter, talk to me, man. Are you originally from the area? Like starting out as a child, like did you grow up here?
Well, to those that don't know me, my name is Travis Heeter. I graduated from a school called Matthews High School, as well as I'm not sure if they consider it as a vocational school, but it's a school known as Trumbull Career Technical Center, which is based in Champion, Ohio. Now the program that I took in that school was called Interactive Multimedia, which was an all-rounded system of fields that anyone could pursue in the field of entertainment, whereas it's music, photography, filmography, journalism, and a bunch of others. Basically, I'm from Vienna, Ohio. I was technically born in Warren, Ohio, but I pretty much lived in Vienna my whole life. And
what's up, Elizabeth?
What's up? It's all good. Just wanted to say what's up to anyone that's on here.
Happy hot sauce. He got him some Grim
Happy
Trigger
Easter,
hot sauce.
everyone, by
that
the
shit
way.
is live, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
And happy Easter for those of you that celebrate Easter, and happy Ostara for those of you who follow natural history and realize that it is about the Norse. Hammer's hot, boys.
Got the Norse runes right here on my neck.
You are pretty fucking cool. Billy Morley.
Thank you.
YOLO. Tune in next week. Billy Morley will be in studio. Got him rock one-on-one.
Yeah.
So what now this is kind of a unique thing here, because not only do you do a documentary. Let's talk about your documentary series.
Well, my web it all started back in July of 2018, and it was all just an idea to begin with. Like I didn't know where to start with, but the web series is called Codename Project Space. It's available on YouTube and Patreon. Basically, what Codename Project Space is that it's a multi-segment platform that the sole purpose of it is to document my life while documenting the production of the progression of my upcoming next major album. But while I'm doing that, I've also been meeting a lot of people within the entertainment industry, mainly local. Um, but we just finished up the first season of Codename Project Space, and as of this month, we have featured over 50 musical acts within mainly northeastern Ohio. I traveled to Akron, I've traveled to Cleveland, I've traveled to Menor, Youngstown. But within those cities, I have met bands that came all the way from like the Ohio Valley, Cincinnati, even from out of state too, like Pittsburgh, Indiana, and a bunch of others. Now, the secondary segment of that web series is called What's up, Bird Cat?
Chirp meow, motherfucker. Who's darkness? You calling me darkness, motherfucker? Ain't darkness. What the hell? Yeah. Now I've watched a couple of these things, and it's really awesome because you'll do a segment prior to going, and then you're actually at the event that is going on, and you manage to pull off some of the artists. And I've actually had the pleasure of being in one of those.
Oh yeah.
Down at the Vortex.
I'm all for supporting local music.
So definitely from an artist perspective, thank you so much for doing that.
Oh yeah, no problem.
And you do it's a pretty professional quality on the production that you put out as well. And now, is that a YouTube channel?
Yes. It's just under Travis Heeter. But as of right now, when I started doing it, I believe I was at just over 30 subscribers, and by the end of season 1 of Project Space, we have gained over 20 subscribers, which isn't a whole lot, but I've been consistent with it. You gotta
start somewhere.
Yep. I've been consistent with it, and a lot of people know about it too, so which is a good thing.
Is there a Facebook page for this too?
Or
is it just available on YouTube?
It's just available on YouTube and Patreon. I post it under the Travis Heeter page via Facebook, but yeah, as of right now, there is no official Facebook page for Codename Project Space. But
well,
I post it all the
make
time.
sure that you check out Travis Heeter on YouTube to see some of these documentaries, and they're actually really good, and it gives you a lot of good insight into local musicians as well. But make sure you check out his Facebook page too. Now, do you have pages on there, or is it just the main Facebook?
It's just the main Facebook page under Travis Heeter. I post on my personal profile as well.
I will try to figure out how to post a link in the description. I always hear people say that on shows. Check the link in the description. I don't know if you can do that on here, but I'm not
entirely sure myself.
And
I've rarely went live, like.
and if not, Travis Heeter. That's Heeter.
Yes.
And I will put that in the comments, because anybody that's watching, you'll obviously get that notification. So now let's transition a little bit into what got you into that, like
in the web series itself. Or
no, it's hard to go to this. You also are a musician.
Yes, correct.
And you have recently put out some music, correct?
Yes.
Let's talk about that, and then we'll transition over to what I wanted to get to.
Gotcha. Well, funny story about that. Funny thing is, I actually had childhood dreams of becoming a doctor, but I was literally bored one day. This is pretty much how it all started out. Like, I literally pulled an old black danky Yamaha keyboard, and I just started fucking around with it. So I just started making my own melodies with it, and I was like, I'm starting to get something. So I started screwing around with it more. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this for the rest of my life, because I have a feeling that this is going to get me a lot more farther than just getting my PhD. So, but
therein lies the dream.
Yes, and ever since then, I started to progress from there. And as of August of 2015, I have released my debut EP called Personal Hijinks, which is an 8-song EP. It was released on August 14th of 2015. I went down to a studio down in Struthers called it was called Mind Sound Studio at the time. They changed the Mind Sound LLC, but to my knowledge, I'm not sure if it's still open at this moment, because the last time I heard of the whereabouts of the studio, they were talking about closing down. It was such a good studio. Like,
so where is your music available? Is it on what platforms can they get it on?
Well, I do all my distribution via Reverb Nation, so it's available on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Groove Music.
But the main ones, it is available on Spotify and iTunes.
Correct.
Is it now? What is it? What is it under? Go ahead and plug this so they know what to look for.
For anyone that wants to check out my music, it is called it. You have to look up Travis Heeter. Again, it's Heeter, and as of right now, I have 48 songs released to the public, starting from 2015 to recent time to today.
48?
Yes, 48
Damn.
Total songs. Yes.
Damn.
Make
sure you go show them some love, you guys. Download some of that stuff. Check it out.
I love y'all.
And support it. Danny Terror, Travis Vivono, what's happening, guys? We got Passive Aggression and
what's going on, Danny?
Hunters in the house.
What's going on, Travis?
Both of you hit me up for interviews because I would like to get you guys in here for a rock one-on-one. Why not both careers? PhD. Rachel brought up a good point. Why not both?
Well, nothing.
You don't have to yell either. That thing is
okay.
Well,
nothing against getting a PhD. Is like it's just that I lost interest. But like since then, like I still have a keen interest in health and wellness. Because I know a lot about health and wellness. Because back in the day, I
there you go. There's a dynamic.
There's a lot of volume going in this microphone. But anyways, back in the day when I was in my elementary years, I aced a lot of my health chapter tests 9 times out of 10, and it's still stuck with me since. Like I still have a keen interest in health and wellness and
so
medicine.
Not only can you rock somebody's face off, but you can put it back together and save their life.
Yeah.
So if his music gives you a heart attack, he can save you.
Yes.
From that.
I have
come back.
I apparently have that Midas touch.
Just the Midas touch.
But not only do I have interest in health and wellness, I also have.
So the audio does sound good. That's cool. That's what I was wondering about.
But anyways,
yes, Danielle, PM me. Let's get you in here.
But anyways, not only do I have interest in health and wellness, but I also have an interest in the outer reaches of space, whereas like astronomy, astrology, and anything involving space and the planets and such like that.
So let's focus on this topic. Now we know that you do music, and we know that you do the documentaries. What got you into, which came first, the music or doing the documentary thing?
The music, definitely. I started doing music when I started getting into music when I was 13 years old, and because I went to TCTC for interactive multimedia, somewhere around that time, like when I was between the ages of 11 to 13, I've also had an interest of filming as well, but music was more of a priority than anything. But
so then what was your defining concept behind wanting to do the documentary series? What brought that about? And then like what was your incentive or inspiration for doing it the way, in the manner that you've attacked it?
Like I said in the beginning, I went to school for it, which opened up a lot of opportunities in this kind of field for in terms of filming. But I graduated in the year of 2014, and like I didn't really do a whole lot. I didn't really do a whole lot with it. Like after I graduated, I was mainly focusing on my music as well as prepping for the trilogy, for the closing installment of the trilogy of my book series. To anyone that doesn't know about it, it's called The Number Conspiracy, but we'll talk about that later on. But
wait, you write books too?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, we'll get in that. What was the inspiration behind this documentary series, though? That's the
Mm.
one thing that I would like to focus on. The Project Space. What inspired you to start that documentary series and attack it in the way that you've done it?
Well, basically, Codename Project Space is like the name itself, the namesake of Project Space itself, is like think think of think of how think of how the companies like Microsoft and Sony, like they come up with code names for like their
Son.
so they come up with code names for their upcoming projects for like a new version of like Windows 10 or something like that. But like I have the name in mind for the next album, but until everything is situated for my next major album, I'm not going to reveal the name of that album until that time comes.
Oh, you'll have to wait.
And that's why it's called Codename Project Space, because I am it's kind of like serving as a
pseudonym. Like
not
a pseudonym.
not like a pseudonym, but like
use big words.
But like a long-term campaign for it, pretty
Right.
much. But yeah.
So what made you think like, hey, I wanted this documentary is going to be about local musicians, and like what brought you to that? Like, how did you get to that point where you were like, I have an idea for a documentary and it's going to be about Northeastern Ohio bands?
There was like I had no idea where to start when I started doing this. Like it was mainly going to be documenting like my life while promoting while producing for my next album. But I was like, I gotta do a lot more with this. So I brought a couple of friends with me at the time. Like they helped me with some entries of the show. This started out in entry 3, which was at the end of July of 2018. I was like, I want to see if I can talk to these guys because they sounded really good. So I was like, I asked them if they would be down for an interview. I was like,
Who was it?
The band at the time was Servants of Prometheus. They did a really amazing job.
Why do I know that name? Servants of Prometheus.
They're from Ohio Valley, the Ohio Valley.
I remember that name.
But yeah, that's pretty much what the idea on that started. And
so you started with entry number 3, right?
Yeah, it's
what happened to the first 2?
Well,
because that's always confused me when I saw that. It was like entry number. Where's the rest of them?
Well, with entry number 1, that was kind of like I hate to say it, but it was like a throwaway episode because it was like the launch of the.
It was a pilot.
Yeah, it was the pilot episode. It was like.
It was a horrible pilot.
Yeah.
Bad pilot.
It was awkward as hell. I was like
an alcoholic pilot with a drug addiction who decided to crash the plane somewhere.
Oh yeah. That's how you do it nowadays. I mean, like,
if you can't do it right, smoke it and drink it.
Yeah.
Start again.
That's how you do it. But anyways, when I did the pilot episode, that was like I was playing that for like a couple of months in advance. So I was thinking, I was like, if I'm gonna do this on a weekly basis, I was like, I gotta get off my ass and then like hustle like every single week. And that's why I started like go to more of these shows and like filming almost every day of the week, because it's like a reality TV show, except it doesn't have that staged bullshit that you see on most
non-reality reality.
Exactly.
Right.
So everything is unscripted. It's like.
Well, if you guys have any questions for Travis, and for those of you that
any questions that you guys have,
make sure you smash the share button.
Leave it in the comments and definitely share this.
And go ahead and ask questions. I'll try to catch them as they pop up, and if not, he'll get to them in the comment section later, and we'll do that. Let's transition over to your music. Hi, Julie. Hey, there's my brother, Frank from Michigan. Hit the share button for me, bro. Share that. Kimberly Modick, how you doing? Jenna Marie, Mandolin, Julie. Let's talk about your music. What first of all, what type of music is it? Like, what genre would it fall into?
The genre that it falls into is purely experimental, but my music
it's in the experimental genre.
Yes. It's a very loose and broad term, but to go into specifics, it's heavily tailored towards rock, electronic, cinematic, and hybrid music. Like, you know, the kind of stuff that you hear in like movie and video game trailers.
Right.
Except
Okay.
except in this case, I put lyrics into the songs, because 9 times out of 10, if you hear like a really badass song like
On a movie and it has no
Yeah.
lyrics.
yeah,
Right. I know exactly
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
yeah, and I'm about to change that. It's basically like cinematic music with a voice, for lack of
Nice.
better words.
So, like, give me some of the inspirations behind it. Like, what are some of your musical influences? Like,
well,
what are Travis Heeter's musical?
I have a lot of influences, but to go into specifics, Tool is one of my favorite bands of all time. The reason why I say that is because not only of the way that they do music but the way their lyricism is. Because like, if you listen to Tool, if anyone has listened to Tool, like you'll notice that there is a lot of their lyrics that's in context. Like, it makes you guess and define your own meaning within that music. And that's why Tool is one of my biggest influences. And
What's your favorite song?
one of my favorite songs by Tool, that's a hard one, but to get to say,
Post your favorite Tool songs right now.
just
Everybody
for-
at time.
yeah,
Post
definitely
your favorite
post
Tool
that.
ones.
Right in Two, that stuck with me for a whole
What?
Right in Two by Tool. You ever heard that song?
Right into?
Yeah.
I don't think I have.
It was off of their 2006 album by 10,000 Days.
See, unfortunately, I didn't really fuck with anything from Tool past the 90s.
Oh.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, this one's more recent.
I did hear the new one that they just came out with, and that one was, what was the name of that new one?
They, to my knowledge, they haven't had a new. They're working on
They
a new
released
album.
that new single not too long ago.
Are you talking about A Perfect Circle?
Was that A Perfect Circle? I thought it was Tool.
A Perfect. Yeah. Maynard Keenan. He does.
Right, he's in both.
He has multiple bands in the works right now.
What's that new song that's out? Is that A Perfect Circle song?
There's a bunch of them. There's
the one that I'm thinking of.
There's Buying Down. There's Doomed, and
like the new
the only-
Messiah, or the new. You know the song that I'm talking about?
no.
The new Messiah, or the new.
I think that was off of their 04. I think that was off of their
I
album
don't
from
know.
2004.
Whatever.
But,
Help me out, people. Jeremy
yeah,
Setzer.
definitely help us out with that.
There's a new goddamn Maynard song out, and I'm not sure what the hell it
Yeah.
is. I don't know if it's A Perfect Circle or Tool.
Those guys are always up to something, but
So yeah, some other musical influences. So you got Tool.
there's another one that I've listened to for a very long time and still do. It's called it's a band, 9 Inch Nails, which they are actually derived from the city of Cleveland, Ohio, but they are a national and internationally touring band. I actually saw them.
You're talking about 9 Inch Nails?
Yep, with the legendary Trent Reznor.
Cleveland's finest.
Oh yeah. I actually saw them with my brother and a good friend of mine back in 2013 off of their tour when they were promoting for their album Hesitation Marks. It was a very phenomenal show. They were pretty much like the guinea pigs of like a prototype holographic like display design kind of thing for their light show. It was very phenomenal. But yeah, what I like about 9 Inch Nails is like the experimentation with the instruments and such, because with some of the guitars that they lay out in the songs, it sounds like
Danielle Zapatowski said Descending.
Descending.
Is that the new one?
I don't think I've heard that one before.
Is that the new
If
one?
I did, that was probably a long time ago.
It might be. You did have a comment from Rachel Martino. Said, very educated, well-rounded individual. Fantastic. Keep shooting. You too, Sonny. Love y'all. Well, we love
Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you so much. Here, we'll give you a heart on that. There we go. Boom, there's a heart. Greg Tidd, Descending. Is that the song?
I have no idea. It's been a while since I've listened to Perfect Circle's newer stuff and Tool's
Jim Hawkins.
older stuff. I meant.
Welcome to the show, Jim Hawkins. Hey, hit that, smash that share button for me. We want to try to get as many people to watch as possible. 9 Nine Inch Nails, Tool. So that kind of gives me a reference to what I can expect when I hear some Travis Heeter music. Now that I know it's like cinematic rock, which I'm very interested in now. I am not gonna lie, I haven't heard any of it yet, but now I'm going to because I've thought about that before while watching a movie. Like, man, this is fucking phenomenal. If there were some lyrics to this shit,
Yeah.
right? I definitely want to hear that. So let me ask you this: what is your favorite band? That was 2018, I think. I think Danielle Zapatowski's onto something.
Okay.
I definitely think it was
That was
2018.
Yeah, A Perfect Circle's latest album was back in
fucking
2018. It was released around
the New
420,
Beatitudes.
I believe.
So that's what the fuck he said. Now, the New Beatitudes.
That's a good song.
Is that the name of the song?
Doomed. I think that's Doomed.
Is
Good
it?
luck. You're on your own.
Right. The
Something
New
like that.
Beatitudes. Yeah, that's the song I'm thinking of. Right, the New Beatitude. Right, that one. That's the song I'm trying to fucking figure out. Gary Shreve, what's up, brother? Smash that.
What's up, Garrett?
Doug Boylan, hit that share button. What would you say, or what is your? I'm putting you on the spot. Give me your top 3 local bands.
Top three local bands. That is a really, really tough one.
It's going to be tough because you don't have to say Grim Trigger. Just for the record.
Even though that Grim Trigger is awesome, no doubt about that. But when I was starting to go to concerts more back in 2013, Peabody's was still around at the time. I'm still that still can't wrap my head around Peabody's being gone now. But like,
I've heard so much about that place.
Yeah, when I was at Peabody's, the headliner band at that show was Metal Mafia, and yeah, that is one of my favorite bands.
Is it
from
one of, or is it the
one of them? Just one of them.
Because they're fucking good.
Oh yeah, they're fucking good.
They are my favorite local band.
One of my favorites.
Them and Conniption Fit. They're like.
Yeah. I haven't heard too much of Conniption Fit, but I've seen them a couple of times in concert. They were really good too.
Phenomenal.
I'm trying to think. What else is there?
I put you on the spot. I will put people on the spot.
Hey, it's fine. I was like, this one's kind of a hard one because there's so many bands out there.
Oh shit! Don't take no offense, guys. But
yeah, no offense. I love all of y'all. I featured some of you guys on my web series, so please do not feel like you're left out.
Some people like Burger King. Some people like McDonald's.
Hey,
I fucking hate Wendy's. It doesn't mean it's not a good fast food joint.
When I was at the Music Links, this was as recent as back in like either late 2017 or early 2018. I think this is around when Conniption Fit was playing. Definitely dethroned the king. They were known as Fallen Empire. The way their energy is on stage,
Huff.
I was like, bro, I want to mosh at shows like this when they're playing. I was like, I swear, I'm gonna dress like Steve Wilkos one day and just like dress in a flannel shirt and bring like a fake chair somewhere and be like, get off my stage.
I am Ann Armstrong, Earl McNuts. Earl McNuts Ruckus. Did you do that on purpose? David Beckley and Kayla Hours. Welcome. Hit that share button for me if you would, please. We're trying to bring more people on. We're on here talking with Travis Heeter on Rock One-on-One with Sonny Von Cleveland, brought to you by Cloud9 Accessories for all your tobacco smoking needs, adult tobacco. Make sure you hit up cloud9accessories.com and check out their inventory of tobacco paraphernalia. They're awesome guys. They're going to take care of you. They're going to hook you up. They're amazing people. Great craftsmanship. So where do you see Travis Heeter in 5 years? What is your 5-year goal?
Well, actually, going back to Codename Project Space, Codename Project Space actually has a 5+ year plan with this. And
Mafia or Bury the Ashes, one or the other.
Either one. They're I like them both.
What up, McNuts?
So, but
I like that game. I like that guy.
Yeah, McNuts.
Earl McNuts.
Shout out to that guy that has that name.
That is
you
awesome.
are awesome.
Hi, Wendy. I see you. Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
5 years. What's the 5-year plan for Travis Heeter?
5 years from now, 1 year is already done, and then once I get everything for season 2 and beyond situated, like, but the plan is to film for 9 months per season, and at the end of that season I take some time off to prepare for the next season. Then after season 3 of Project Space and beta access, which is where I showcase the demos and concepts of what the next album will sound like once I actually start working on the full album. After season 3, I'm gonna focus on actually writing the music for that said album, and for season 4, it's gonna be the same thing, like filming and then featuring musicians out there, promoting the local scenes, and after season 4, I'll work on the second leg of the music for the next album, and then season 5, do more filming and go on to concerts, and then after that there may be a season 6, but it's hard to tell at this point because I'll be my plan is to go to a lot of shows as possible, but not only that, I actually want to start my own band as well. Like
Earl McNuts wants to start a band. Like, I mean, are you looking for band members for your project?
Yes. I've been looking for probably 2 to 3 years now, and
what are you looking for?
Basically, I'm looking for guitar players, bass players,
just one bass player.
Yeah,
one.
Just one, unless if it's like,
unless you can work some shit out.
Yeah, unless if you pull some Trans-Siberian Orchestra shit,
or maybe 2 drummers.
Yeah, 2 drummers. Yeah.
Do you need a drummer?
Yeah, definitely.
So basically, you need a whole band.
Yeah, I'm looking for a guitarist.
So if any of you are interested, go check out Travis Heeter's music, and if you're interested, hit Travis.
Yeah,
Heeter
definitely
up.
Hit me up, because we're definitely looking for some people. Looking for a guitarist, bass guitarist, drummer, keyboardist / synth programmer, like someone that
JJ Phillips can quash 2 of those things for you at the same time.
That dude is good on keyboard. Let me tell you that right now.
McNuts was in From Ashes. They were fucking good. Really? Oh, that's the singer from Ashes? No shit. I did not know that. I like From Ashes. Fuck, they were good. I think I've seen you a couple times.
Yeah. But I'm also looking for clean vocalists as well as dirty and screaming vocalists.
There you go.
Because I do sing. Like I'm starting to sing to the higher notes. Like I'm getting into the higher registers. Yeah, something like that. But hey, you're good, Sonny. You are good.
No, I don't do no shit like that.
No. Anyways, I'm also like I've done some form of screaming when I released As a Tertiary back in 2017. But it wasn't like dedicated screaming. Like if I want to get into like the higher notes, and do screaming, I want to focus on the higher notes first, then do more dirty vocals, because from what I've heard and what I've researched, that if you do it improperly and incorrectly, you could hinder your vocal range. And that is a very good analogy of what Sonny just did, which is a perfect example.
He wants a dirty vocalist. Yeah, he does. He wants a dirty vocalist.
Yeah, that's what they call people nowadays, is a dirty vocalist. Dirty vocalist.
I wonder if I'm considered a dirty motherfucker.
If it's that.
Let me ask you this. You have been to a lot of shows and doing the documentaries and whatnot, and being in tune with the local scene as you are. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to ask some hard-hitting shit now, because I have more balls than brains, and I think we've all established that. So I just don't give a fuck.
Hey,
what is your take on all the drama that you've seen unfold within the scene here? And let's be honest, we're not going to point any fingers and not drop any names or any of that shit, but just in general, what is your take on some of the shit that has gone down over the past 6 months to a year locally?
What I will say is this, like, Hey, no problem, Sean Huffman. I see you out there.
Air
Keep
Huff.
up the good work. Keep up the good work.
Get your ass up here. Get an interview. I'd love to get an interview with yo motherfucking man.
Definitely check out
Brian
Dethrone the
Hosner.
King. Definitely be on the lookout for that.
Dethrone the King has a show at the Odeon June 22nd
And June 1st.
and June 1st.
At the Vortex, I think,
the-
if I remember correctly.
Is
But
that the
I'm
yeah,
definitely
I don't know.
going to be going there.
Make sure you go check out Sean Huffman and Dethrone the King.
But anyways,
Oh,
what I'm
May 5th.
May 5th?
Part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something like that.
They do have a show June 1st. I don't remember where
Just
it's
go
at.
check out the
Yeah,
fucking
just check out-
Dethrone
just
the
check out
fucking
them.
King page.
Just
and
check them out.
it's under the events.
You will
Just
not
go
be
in there.
disappointed.
You're
Trust
gonna
me.
love it, especially if old Huff gets up in the air like that. Because I saw one picture of this guy, and just this vertical was ridiculous, and he's in the air, and it was the Air Huff picture. Fucking great picture, dude. It's classic.
But anyways, what I'm gonna say is this. Like, I had a feeling that was gonna be asked stuff like this. Like,
Yeah, I asked.
there
those
is-
questions.
there's a lot of drama that is going to be in the entertainment scene. Whether it's music, filming, video gaming, or entertainment, it's always going to be out there. And as a musician, videographer coming from myself, I'm here to support anybody 100%, no matter what drama goes on. But I'm not one to pick sides for anybody, because I don't fall into that kind of spectrum to get into any drama, because
That's a very professional stance.
I have more important things to for myself. It's like, I focus on my music, I focus on my video. If anyone wants to play with me or perform with me, I'm always down for it. But like, as long as there's like not a lot of dramas, like as long as there's no drama like involves, like, even, which there is bound to be drama at any given point in time. I was like, a lot of drama can take up one's time. Like, it could steer them away from,
Let's be honest.
more important
Some
things.
drama that happens out here, you motherfuckers orchestrate that shit. Because a lot of people that watch are interested in it, and it draws viewership, and it's part of the game. Drama.
Yes.
One of the things that I'm really proud of, and again, I've always touted how much I love the Cleveland music scene
Oh yes, I
in
love the
general, and
Cleveland
not just
music scene.
Cleveland, but the Cleveland, Akron, that whole area.
Yes.
Yeah, there is drama, and it does go down. But even like with the drama that I've partaken in myself, I've no stranger to it. And the other drama that goes on, the proper resolution of that drama is what I'm most proud of. Everybody knows Mike Wendell wanted to stab me in the face with a fucking hot iron a few weeks ago. And then last night, when cooler heads prevail and we talk, and you can sit down and you can talk to people, and you realize at the end of the day that what you're arguing over is, sometimes it's like, oh, I allowed my anger to get the best of me, and we said some things, blah blah blah, but you get over it. You handshake and you enjoy the music, because at the end of the day, 99% of the people that are in this scene are here because they love music.
Yes.
They love performances, they love the music, they love to see it, and the love of that can conquer whatever individual bullshit you're dealing with. Now, there's some drama that won't be resolved peacefully, that
Right.
can't be resolved peacefully, that people just, they're too stubborn to meet, and even the love of music doesn't conquer it. But as a whole, very proud of everybody in this scene here for handling. If you look at any other fucking city in this country,
Oh yeah.
the drama level is so intense
Yes,
in most of
very
those
intense.
cities that their music scene sucks. I have a lot of friends in a lot of different states that are constantly telling me, like, man, it sucks here. There's nothing to do. The shows are so booty because half this whole band's fan base hates going to support any other band because of the drama that band is involved in. That is so counterproductive to what that musicians are trying to accomplish.
Yes.
It's so, because no matter how much Mike Wendell might have wanted to stab me in the face, he would have still gone to shows because he's a professional. He's not going to take it out on somebody else or another band and not support it because he wants to stab me in the face. And it's the same thing with me. Like, I'm not going to not go support a band and go to a show because I want to stab somebody in the face. And let's
Right.
be clear here for like Facebook purposes. I'm not talking about literally stabbing somebody in the face. It's metaphorical. You
Yeah.
sons of bitches.
Let me make an example. For instance, it happens all the time. Like, I've noticed that all of this stuff happens all the time. And for example, the band 3 Days Grace. I don't know too much about what happened between the vocalists of 3 Days Grace and this other
Adam
band.
Gontier.
Yeah, Adam Guntier or Guntier. I was like, it was, yeah. Now I have clarification that it's Guntier, but Adam Guntier, he was, to my knowledge, he was the main lead. He was the main vocalist for 3 Days Grace since its inception. But as recent, I believe, probably towards the mid 2010s, he decided to leave the band to pursue his
Saint Insomnia or Saint Insomnia.
Yes, that's what it is. And then the dude from My Darkest Days, that was a good band. I'm not sure what that guy's name is from My Darkest Days. My Darkest Days liquidated around the same time when Adam Guntier formed his own project. But the dude from My Darkest Days, I'm not sure if they actually physically talked to the guy from My Darkest Days, but around that time, he joined 3 Days Grace, and that's what it is now. The dude from My Darkest Days now sings for 3 Days Grace. So that is a good example of
He's good too,
of this.
He's a good vocalist.
Oh yeah.
And that also speaks to the drama in the music scene.
Yes.
On a national level, it exists.
Yes.
It's rampant from the bottom to the top. Even when you go to the fucking heads of the game right now, Five Finger Death Punch, whether you like them or not, they have their share of drama. Disturbed has drama. Nickelback has fucking drama. Metallica has drama. I think it's just more prevalent on a local scene because we're all actual people. I mean, they're people too, but we all actually interact with each other. We see each other. Again, I'll take you back to the Fit for a Funeral, Mike Sandy, Adam Dukes fiasco. I had both of them in here for interviews.
Yes.
And let's take a moment to recognize how healthy that was for that conflict. It essentially shuts down any gossip.
Yes.
Because you have the two people that are involved in the conflict coming in and speaking their part. This is my conflict. And say everything you want to say with no interruptions, with no toss back, no middleman, nothing. And then you bring in the other part, and he does the same. From that point forward, anybody that wonders about the situation or has anything to say about it can simply refer to the interview.
Yes.
You can't, it prevents people from coming out and saying, well, Adam Duke said this, or well, Mike Sandy said that. Because all you got to do is go watch the fucking video. You just got to watch the interview. And you know whether or not they said this or they said that. So my thought with that, and that, again, that's the kind of the premise that I want to take with a show on this level for this type of format, is for positive conflict resolution. And again, I think it strengthens the scene. I think it strengthens the bonds between musicians. As we notice, Adam Dukes went and did the Bury the Ashes video, and there was peaceful resolution to that. And I think I want to congratulate both of you guys for handling that like professionals and
Keep that stuff up, guys.
and keeping it going. So if you ever have a problem, just call Sonny and I'll put you motherfuckers on an interview. I like viewership. God damn it, I'm trying to eat too. God damn it, I'm out here trying to hustle.
All of us are trying to eat.
Audio is messing up. Now it's all staticky. Great. I don't know why this keeps happening. But
What's happening?
I mean, change the way you feel about munching.
Oh. Okay.
The
I got you. I
audio,
was
the
about to say,
audio
what's going
is the audio is going staticky again. I don't know. It fucking sucks. It happens to me every goddamn time, and I'm trying to fix it, folks. I don't know if it's still staticky, but it probably is. And I don't know why. It seems like every time I get up into these minutes, I think Zuckerberg is fucking with me. He doesn't.
Don't you love that?
I think he's just like, bitch, you're gonna stick to a 30-minute video. Whatever, fuck you. You don't run my life. Right. Garrett Shree says it. All right. So with that, with the shitty static, we are gonna close this up. Travis Heeter, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you check him out on all the platforms, iTunes, Spotify. Look him up on Facebook. Look him up on YouTube. Check his shit out. If you can hear what the fuck I'm saying, I don't know that you can. Which is probably why somebody's laughing their asses off. Because you can't fucking see or hear anything. So we just look like a bunch of assholes. There's some angry faces and old faces.
I just saw that.
And either that or you just got fat ass fingers and you're on your phone trying to hit something and you're just hitting every fucking possible thing on there. Travis Heeter, man, thank you so much for coming out, man. It's been an absolute pleasure having you out here. Make sure you tune in with him, and you never know, man. I'm going to try to talk him into coming in here and doing some shit. Maybe you'll see your own show from him. So,
yeah.
You fucking rock. Thank every one of you. Rock One-on-One brought to you by Cloud9 Accessories, man. Make sure you tune in. Tune in next week. I'm going to have Billy Morley and Wes Metz in the building. We're going to talk to them, and we're going to fucking tear some shit up. And hopefully I'll get the static shit figured out. So rock the fuck on. You guys fucking are awesome. And we're going to end it with the live shit. Travis Heeter on vocals. Let's dance.
We will rock you.
720 roll.
Sing it.
Motherfucker.
We will rock you.
Rock One-on-One, Sonny Von Cleveland.
We will rock you.
720 roll in this motherfucker.
We will rock you.
Rock One-on-One,
There's
Sonny
Cooter.
Von Cleveland. Cooter in the building. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time. I'm out for 720 Studios, Forfeit Audio, and Cloud9
See you all next
Accessories.
time.
Peace.